Gergely, or Greg, if I should call you in the international scene, right? It's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. We've known each other for a while, and I met you when you were building a startup, right? And now you're doing something else, which is called robotic process automation. Coming from being testers, building a company, doing testing for companies, please tell us what you are working on. What do you do?
Yeah, thanks, Peter, by the way, and also for a long time knowing each other and friendship as well, because you're inspiring me in a lot of ways since we know each other. So taking it to more like into context, as you may know, I'm coming from a legal background. I used to be an IT lawyer, but there was a point I was so fed up with not fulfilling solutions for complex business problems that I wanted to create my own solutions for that complex business problems. So that's how I ended up starting up a legal tech startup company. And after that, as the next phase in my life, after I closed that phase, I still felt a missing part that I want to build new solutions, even products. But coming back to the opportunity that, and also kind of experience, what I learned from the startup times, that the enterprise toolkit is full, as they say. There are many software providers, solution providers out in the market. We wanted to do something differently, luckily, with my business partners, we founded Merkit back in 2016. Originally as a software quality assurance, software testing company. So we had long-time existing clients, partners, good colleagues, certified professionals, software testers, automation professionals in the team. So there was a solid background which I could build on the next phase of my life and also for the company. So long story short, we started to build up business automation solutions using robotic process automation. And the reason for that, because we have seen that all these enterprise legacy systems and internal business processes are a mess. They're not communicating with each other. They're making the people's life stressful, less effective, and it needs to be solved. And we didn't want to invent something new, like the wheel, as they say it. We wanted to build a domain knowledge for special problems, special use cases, and to get deep in these things. So that's how, and this is why I started my legal background, we ended up in HR and finance and legal use cases that we gathered a very deep knowledge in that thing, and now we are providing services for TDK Global in Japan, working with KPMG, also for big German companies like Graphisoft or Nemetschek Group. So we ended up building up complex business solutions for these big enterprise companies using our deep tech and also deep business knowledge.
Mm-hmm. You know, the Central Eastern European region has been known for its outsourcing services. And, you know, even before the AI craziness started, it started switching into, you know, building our own products. You were also building your own product, right? How do you see that trend, especially in the light of the AI, you know, completely turning everything upside down?
Wow, that's a good one. I mean, it's the reason why I was so interested in participating in this hackathon event and to be around the teams and the ideas what we can build up, because I think this is a kind of shift in the paradigm from many points, because a good developer or business skill owner can now start up a company and build a new product maybe just in a day. With a proper knowledge of no-code, low-code, RPA, AI tools, and there's a lot of even free tools on the market that you can use for build up your own solutions. It gives the opportunity for companies from Eastern Europe, even from other parts of the world, Africa, South America, to be entering to the business market scene and to this competition, even on a more entry level. I mean that you don't need 15 developers, $1 million USD capital investment into your company to be able to compete with even with the big players. because there is not really need for that with the help of AI and other solutions. You can, it's a very bold statement, but you can build up a $1 billion revenue company just based on AI agents.
On your own.
Yeah, on your own. I'm not saying it can be done today already. It could 80% of that could be done even already today, and this is absolutely new thing. But you don't have to go in that way. It just you can build up a solopreneur company just using these tools, which is just making enough money on a very niche market need, which is enough for your family and for your living, and that brings the whole entrepreneurship to a new level.
Yes, and you know, with this hackathon, which is just going on right now, and you are one of the technology partners and mentors there, we brought together people with different backgrounds, technical, non-technical background. And how have you been experiencing it so far? I mean, it's still ongoing, it's afternoon, like we started in the morning. How do you see the people's reactions? And because the statement is, let's try to build something without coding skills, a digital product.
Yeah, it's great well, we had some preconceptions that how it will go and what should be prepared. Of course, life is more messy than how we expected it. So what we have learned, just as the learning things, that we should make more entry-level, medium-level, senior-level use cases. It was a good way that we brought exact use cases prepared already, because it helped the audience to be focusing on problem solving than to creating the problem first. So that helped a lot in many ways, facilitated the whole hackathon. On the other hand, the people were very interested. I've seen that on their faces, in their eyes, that they love to play around these tools. They don't have to be in the compliance environment of the enterprise sector. They are free to speak their minds and to put all their non-existing knowledge sometimes in cases, so they are free to be, well, how to say that, non-experienced in many things. Maybe in an enterprise environment, you're not able to say that, oh, I don't know that, I don't know that thing, or that I don't have that skill. But in this environment, you're more flexible, so you are more free to say that. And they enjoying to be around with different people with different background, from business, from university, policy making, enterprise sector, SMEs, startups, very different people, very different backgrounds. And it's a great way, like how the atoms are meeting with each other. So they are inspiring each other.
Yeah. And how do you see the upcoming months, few years, especially in your own field, which is the RPA practically?
Wow, that's... it's not just RPA. We have
everything else.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would say IT because, for example, we have a testing division, RPA division, and custom software development, and the whole industry is now in a huge industrial revolution phase. So we have to learn how to develop with AI, with the help of AI, how to test with AI, how to do robotic process automation with AI, integrated with AI, and fearing in the same time that how it changes our everyday life. So it's a very interesting part. Yeah.
What's the main source of learning for you and people working in your company? Where do you learn these, like, day-to-day changing knowledge, if I may say?
I built up an LLM for that.
What?
I mean, I built up a large language model for that,
okay.
Which collects different type of sources, which I already say that, let's say I'm validating these AI sources, news feeds, newsletters, websites, and so on. And after the validation, I'm collecting this data.
So you built a system also for teaching yourself.
Yeah, but I cannot rely on just the pure data sources, because I wanted to validate based on my experiences. That's how you kind of will have more branded agents, for example, in the long term, that there is a special taste every person has for teaching yourself. I was very interested in how to build up, for example, a company built on AI and built on AI agents. So I filtered the sources, helping me feeding my knowledge and my inspirations using these kind of things. So even it's public and not public sources, but it should be filtered in some way.
What makes you happy in your professional life these days?
It's great to be an innovator. I always been. I didn't know about myself, to be honest. I discovered in the last half year, since we are more active in the AI field, that it's great to work in innovation, to see new things, which can bring more value to the everyday life. It's also challenging from ethical point of views, for example, that now you are working with AI, you are doing 10 more time work than you did before. You can have more workload even you have ever before. So how to find the balance in the everyday things, and that's a very tricky part.
Yeah,
What brings happiness is this kind of new things and freedom what we can try with the AI and RPA tools together.
And just one last thing I would like to ask from you, how you see it. So what I see that everything is becoming accelerated by AI, 10 times faster, as you mentioned, 10 times more effective. You can save money on things eventually that you can invest into growth, marketing, whatnot. But if everyone is speeding up, then everything's gonna be even faster, and we as human beings, we won't have more time, because everyone's gonna be just even faster than it is today, and we already complain about things being too fast compared to how they were, I don't know, 15 years ago. Are we not gonna get crazy?
We're already crazy.
Okay. I mean, literally like mad.
Yeah, it's a good question, and hard to answer it. Even you are in the competition or out of the competition, and it's a more serious question than it was ever before.
I think mentally we are going to face some really, really big problems, because you can't slow down. You can't just have more time for yourself if everyone is more fast and faster and faster.
Yeah, and also we get used to that the entry level of competition is after university times, maybe. The younger colleagues are coming to the office, for example, and now they have more fresh knowledge than the older ones. But now, for example, in entrepreneurship, even a 14-year-old teenager can have a solopreneur company with the help of AI tools, and they are adapting it faster than, for example, the 30 or the 30 years old ones. So it's kind of the generations are also competing with each other on a different level, and more generations are entering to this competition. And this is also speeding up it, because the audience won't get that bigger.
Yeah.
And the need for the focus and your time and that's the shifting as well. So yeah, we're getting more and more crazy in that way.
Well, let's see what future brings, the close future brings to us. Thank you so much for your time. And let's go back and keep on mentoring the crazy ones who joined our hackathon today.
Yeah, let's kick the projects for the next phase.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks.